Welcome, time travelers. Come along as we go back to 1808 when Salmon P. Chase, Secretary of the Treasury from 1861 to 1864, and Abraham Lincoln's wartime cabinet and sixth Chief of Justice of the United States Supreme Court from 1864 to 1873 was born. In 1832, Horatio Algier, one of the most popular American authors of the last 30 years of the 19th century and perhaps most social influential American writer of his generation, was born. Now, in 1884, Russian-born American singer Sophie Tucker, who wrote or I should say, The Last of the Red Hot Mamas, was born. I'm not sure if she was in, or if that was what the group was called, or if that was what they wrote. I'm not entirely sure. On this day in 1898, French author Émile Zola published an open letter in the newspaper L'Amour, denouncing the French General Staff for its role in the 1894 treason conviction of Jewish French Army officer Alfred Dreyfus. Now in 1960, President Dwight D. Eisenhower, in a special message to the U.S. Congress, again appeals for removal of the 1.25% ceiling of interest in the long-term U.S. Treasury bonds. Moving on to 1968, when American singer and songwriter Johnny Cash recorded the album Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison in front of an audience of some 2,000 inmates in California's Folsom Prison. In 1980 brought us the Soviet Union voted a proposed UN Secretary Council resolution supported by the U.S. that called for sanctions against Iran because it continued to hold U.S. hostages in Tehran. During the voting, East Germany sided with the Soviet Union. Bangladesh and Mexico abstained, and China took no stand. The other 10 members of the Council supported the resolution. The U.S. plan included a cutoff of all exports except food and medicine to Iran, and the termination of all loans and credits. In 1984, American industrialized Henry Ford patented plastic automobile construction. In 1991, in Orkney, SAF, I'm not sure what that is, a crowd of soccer fans raced to the stadium gates after a fight broke out among some spectators. At least 40 people were crushed to death in the melee. In 1997 is when President Abdullah Bakaram Ortiz of Ecuador visited President Alberto Fujimori of Peru, making the first official visit to Peru by an Ecuadorian president in 150 years. In 2009, Ethiopian troops completed their withdrawal from Mongoshi, various Islamic groups, notably by al-Shabaab, took over vacated posts, and fighting between Islamic forces and Ethiopian troops left at least 15 people dead. Moving along to 2012, when the Costa Rica Concordia, a cruise ship carrying some 4,200 people, ran ground and capsized off Gangor Island, Italy. 32 passengers tragically lost their lives. 2021 is when Donald Trump became the first U.S. president to be impeached twice. After the House of Representatives approved an article of impeachment that accused him of incitement of insurrection for allegedly encouraging his supporters to storm the Capitol in an effort to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election, in which Trump was defeated by Joe Biden. And with this, we come back to 2023 and our current history. If you like this kind of stuff, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.